Hey everyone, Bob Clarkson. I am at the Houck's restaurant right here in Roswell, right at the intersection of Holcomb Bridge and Crabapple Road. I'm here with the owner, Bill Houck. So Bill, how did you get this started? You've been doing this for 40 years?
I have, Bob. And by the way, thank you for letting me tell us your story and your viewers. In 1979, we had a concept called Round the Corner Restaurants. It was a gourmet hamburger concept where you would order from a phone.
Right.
When your order was ready, we'd ring your phone and you would end up coming and pick it up.
Wow.
So we built 4 or 5 of those. I was then asked to lead a company called Futrin, operations director, a guy named Jim Roden, my total mentor.
Right.
He does own Indian Hills Country Club, the Georgian Club, the Ashford Club, and a number of others. I did that for about 3 years, and I felt I'd earned the opportunity to get into the equity side, and he said, that's reserved for the family. So, okay, well, I'm going to start doing my own things then. And Jim said to me, I'm going to help you. Kept me on at half price salary. I found him a successor and started Ernie's Steakhouses. And the first
when was that?
In 1986.
Okay.
And the first one was at where La Strada is now on Johnson Ferry Road. It was 54 seats, little tiny place, and it worked. The second one was Paper Mill Village, which was a big giant store, 8,400 feet. And I thought that was going to cannibalize a little one, but it didn't. And so we made money basically within a year at that store, which is pretty good for the restaurant business.
Yeah.
And I learned about a lot of things in that new restaurant. I learned that events are very big for us. I learned that music's a big thing for us. In that location at Paper Mill, we had basically a room like the one you're sitting in now,
right, that
does music, events, and rehearsal dinners, that sorts of things. And from there, we just took off. We built another 18 Ernie's.
Wow.
We started this thing, Eat Free on Your Birthday, which is, we still do that here. Yep, because nobody eats alone on their birthday pretty much. And it's a good way to give back to everybody once a year.
Right.
And that's been a big success. I sold my interest in Ernie's in the mid-90s to my partner at the time.
Right.
And then I started Houck's. Took Paper Mill, that was my first Houck's. Crabapple was my second. Cumming was my third. We had one in Gainesville. Mm-hmm. And then in 99, Judy, my wife of 43 years, came to me and she said, buddy, you had a pretty good run. It's me or the restaurants. And I said, well, I choose you.
Good choice.
Yeah, exactly. So I took a couple, 3 years off, and we then got involved with Brickfield Country Club, right over here across the street. Yep. Nick Temple, was my partner from Nevada. We ended up started as leaseholders. We eventually owned the club.
Right.
At some point down the road, and then we operated for 13 years, and that was a tremendous 13 years. A lot of fun. The club had changed over from first-generation homeowners to their kids, basically, who were moving in and making the improvements in their houses.
Right.
The entire experience there was wonderful, and to this day, I'm still a member there, and I'm proud to be a member there. The people that own it now, Club Corp, have done a fabulous job. They put millions and millions into it. It looks like it, feels like it, and they're doing very well there. So when we sold that, I was twiddling my thumbs again. I'm not one not to do it. I'm not good at that. So this came open, this particular location, and in my business, it's really about 4 things. It's about median income, rooftops,
right,
traffic count, 60,000 cars a day in this particular street, and most importantly, the schools.
Right.
And this place is loaded with schools, and
good
great schools, really good schools.
Yeah.
So we got involved with all of them, basically, one way or the other, to support their teams, to hold banquets with them, and to basically let them know we're here to support. I got involved in the Rotary several years ago. Best thing I ever did. I didn't know what it was all about at the time, but I quickly learned that we are behind 75 different causes. We provide our biggest event at Rotary is our golf tournament, so Houck's provides the food for that, our lunches, and I can't tell how appreciative I am to have had that opportunity to be in Rotary.
Right, no, it's great.
Yep.
It's great, it gives back a lot.
It does.
So let's talk about Houck's now.
Mm-hmm.
So you bought this?
We opened this 4 years ago next week.
Okay.
And we got this, I think, October 1. We gutted it and built it out in 60 days and opened December 3rd. And it was people climbing over each other. It was.
That's 60 days impressive.
Yeah, I think when Marlowe's opened, it took them 6 months.
Yeah.
You know? So we didn't know exactly what it was going to become, But the room we're sitting in right now is our event space. It seats about 100. Tonight we have very many different things we use this for. It's for music. Tonight Banks and Shane plays here. Wedding rehearsal dinners, birthdays, corporate events, and school activities.
Right.
So this has been a tremendous facility for us. And it's separated from the main restaurant, which means that there's not any, you might hear the band a little bit, but it's not on top of it.
No, it's not. And there's a room separating it too.
There was, yeah, and we have several different options for private dining. I'll let Molly tell you about that.
Yep. Okay, so joining us now is Molly Brighting. She is the events coordinator here at Houck's, and you do a lot of jobs. Jack of all trades is what Bill said. But most importantly, so this events room, which we'll show a picture to everybody. But what's this all about? What do you get to do every day?
So I plan all of our private parties. So that means anything from a rehearsal dinner on a Friday night to a 40th birthday party on a Saturday to a baby shower, first communion dinners. We do it all here.
Right.
We're very involved with the schools as well. We do a lot of BT events, Blessed Trinity events,
Right.
and also Roswell. We do the Junior Hornets football is coming up.
Yep.
All of their seasons are ending, and we do a lot of the teacher events. We do a little bit of catering for those outside places as well, here
Yep.
and there. But that's pretty much all that goes into the different types of parties we have here.
So this is the type of season where you get a lot of holiday events
Yes,
too, right?
so we're in
offices, you can do all that.
Church holiday parties, office holiday parties. Right now we just broke into the closet industry. We have 3 closet parties this holiday season, which is fun. We're excited to see that one. We've grown the business pretty well. This is the first year we actually have a holiday party on the SEC championship night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, which is very big for me. I did a little
big
dance.
Deal. But you have plenty of TVs,
Yep.
so that'll
They
be
are going to
covered.
actually have it. We have a large screen above
that's
us
right.
where we're at. They're going to
if you
have the
can see
SEC championship on that night, and then we have surround sound too. So we actually do like a big Super Bowl party here.
Right.
On the night of New Year's Eve, we'll do the ball drop on the big screen
be
and
fun.
count it down with a band and a closed private party that night. So the screen's great.
The screen's great. So you mentioned the New Year's Eve, so you guys have a big party.
Yes.
So what's that about?
So it's $125 a person. That includes a dinner, a full bar,
Right.
all hours of drinking from 8 p.m. to, we say 12:15, but last year it went
The
way
party
later
goes
than
on,
that.
yeah.
That
So-
includes tax and tip, a band. This year we have Justin, who's awesome.
That's fun.
He's very hot in Roswell right now,
Yep.
and we got him just at the right time.
That's good. So pretty much
Yeah.
the $125, 120, 125.
125.
So that covers everything except your Uber ride home.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
And then there's another event coming up,
Santa brunch.
Santa Brunch.
Yes, so on Sunday, December 8th, we have Santa brunch in the large room too. We will have a photographer here that'll take pictures of you with Santa.
Good.
We have a kids buffet, a full breakfast and lunch spread. It's $22 for adults, $12 for kids, and free for three-year-olds and
Okay,
younger.
good. That's awesome. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you on coordinating event or booking the event room, how do they do that?
You can either call the restaurant or you can visit our website. We have a full page that you can send all of your info in to get in touch with me.
Okay.
And that's pretty much the best way, actually. Or you can hit us up on any of our social media. We're on Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest too.
All right, so describe your restaurant in this market.
Right, Roswell is an incredible town. When we first started construction in this in late 16,
Right.
we had tremendous cooperation from the city. But what I found out as we opened, we have fantastic customers.
Yeah.
I mean, of
A
all
lot
the
of
restaurants I've had, and I've had close to 30 restaurants, this one is the best one from the standpoint of customers. They're great. And what happens when that happens, your employees become great too.
Right.
And in our business is about building a culture inside this restaurant, and we did that with our staff. And you'll see that everybody helps everybody else out here. People have multiple jobs. Really good experiences happen when young kids come to work for us. We have a number of kids who are now graduating, going off to college, and they end up replacing themselves. They find juniors and sophomores who come to work for us.
Right.
And it's a safe place to work. It's drug-free. We are very diligent about protecting our folks that work here. But we don't have any problem with that because our customers are so good.
Yep.
And I'm very proud of what we've accomplished so far.
No, that's great. And so, I mean, from somebody who comes here a lot, you have, I don't know how many managers, but several managers who kind of watch over everything, make sure everything runs smoothly, says hi to everybody who comes in. The food is absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you.
You've got a lot of different seasonal menus that come out. The new one, I think, just came out a couple weeks ago.
Right, and our big menu will be reprinted next week, so that's another, so we do refresh the menu every 3 months or so, based on the seasons and based on popularity with the customers. It's so important for us, and my folks have really learned this very easily. We want to touch every table.
Yeah.
We want to know your name.
Right.
We want to know your dad's name.
Right.
We want to know, what do you do for a living? How can we help you in your business?
Right.
And that, in a crowded restaurant market like this is, with 100 restaurants basically in Roswell, or close to it, to be successful, we had to do something different and assume that we get the food and service right. Well, every customer, including me, wants the same thing: recognition and appreciation.
Right.
And if we do that on a consistent basis with every customer that walks in this door, we're going to make it. And so far, that's happened.
No, it has. It's a great restaurant. I come here often, and great restaurant, great food, great people. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time.
Thank you, Bob.
And thanks for watching, guys. Come check out Houck's.